Today we're going to see hello, good morning, and today we have our latest plugin that I've just created some days ago. The 6th of May I published it. I call it the Sexy Chart Maker, and basically these kind of charts is very useful. For example, the sales year-to-date chart that gives you the value in thousands of your unique currency and broken down, of course, according to a time series. In this case, it's months: March, April, and May, and so forth. It's a bit jumbled up here, but here's the idea. But the visual cue stack bar in 3D format is very attractive and then broken up according to product. For example, blue is whole, red is mulch, yellow is red bamboo, and green is grass cedar. So at one glance you can know your progress according to which month you're looking at and what is their makeup. And imagine if you were able to just switch it according to other dimensions, such as according to the customer. In this case, you will see, let us take February, right? February here, which has two products, hoe and grass cedar, actually goes to two different customers, Joe Block and CW Construction. How we like to do that? Well, let's get to it. You can follow my forum here, and from there is stated, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set all things up. Just go to the SourceForge RAID 1 files chart maker here, and you will have it here. You can go in and download the binary. Now, I'm assisted by two other plugins, which is the Sales CRM and the Magic Aladdin ERP plugin to do module creation. You could use them or not use them. They are all standalone. It's just that with the module creator, I'm able to create a process quickly, and with the Sales CRM, I'm able to create sales order to demonstrate the charts in action. So let's get to here where I've already made my sales CRM plugin, so you can see that you can have this, but I want to use the sales order. Let me create a sales order. So customer equals to, you can put any name and you will fetch it. It's Joe Block in this case, but you will fetch the first occurrence, so it's very fast for you. And as on the order whole and quantity equals to 2, right? Just say yes. And the sales order is automatically created. In this month of May, I'll create something in March or April. So I'll just click on this again, sales order, and this time my customer, I have Joe again, but this time I want him to take a cedar and just, yeah, I'll have that. Let me have another customer ordering something else. Let the customer be, let's say, C. Carl, and his product is a rake. Okay. Maybe quantity equals 2, just for the proof of concept. Yeah, blue. So I have 2 in March and here in May. Let me size them up. Let me go to March, February. Let's have it in March and have another customer, standard customer, and product equals to mulch, let's say, and quantity equals 3. Right. Let's have another one. Customer equals to Joe. You can put in food, and product equals to, let's have a whole, and 2. That's it. Let's have another one. There's a lot of details so that we can see the chart in action. Custom makers do okay, column and product, because he also is ordering whole, and just if you don't put any quantity, you will just default to 1. Okay. Let's have more different product, because standard is you can just do things very quickly. Oh, March zero. That's it. So I have all these orders, and we have that in March, we have in April, and we have in May. And let's have more things happening in May. Customer equals to Carl, product equals, so that's a product overhaul. Let me have the product as a rake, and that's it. Alright, so now we're gonna have the chart, and the chart is called sales rep dashboard. Okay, at the moment we have not put in the plugin, so you see nothing has effect because we have not make the update to make it show drafted sales order. We can do that in a moment, but first let me put that into the shortcut here. All right, and we are ready to roll. So let's log out or go back to your application server, get into the plugin console, and download this chart maker. Okay, download this plugin, and after you've downloaded to your local PC, you can then install it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to install the chart maker. So I have to go to the applications where you have stored it. So I've downloaded it to my plugins. This is my chart maker. So let me put it in, start it, install. So it's very fast. It is so very fast. So if you want to search for it, use your chart maker is installed. Let's start it. When you start it, you go to your application server. You will see that it will pack it in. Give it a while. Yeah, it's already done. 9:40:21. You see, it's done very quickly. So that when you refresh back your item PM and log back in, you will see that it's already working. The chart maker. The chart maker is there. Here you are. So, but before you want to do this, I want to make the chart maker side by side. Alright? That means that the chart maker will be here. I want to set it up, and then when I look at the sales rep dashboard, I'll see very quickly toggling without switching to system admin. At this moment, you just do this once. Go to the system admin, and don't worry about these steps because it's all explained here about how I did the trick to do side by side. So it says here you have to make your two table chart and chart data source tables to all, so they can be accessed from the client side. It's not compulsory, but it's better to see it from the client side. And then at the same time, you have to delete the old data source. So let's do it. Let's get it to the system login where everything in the application dictionary is changed. Let's go to the table and column for data source. If you do not know how to get to this, you can go to the menu window before arriving at this, but since now we know this, I will just do it directly. So here I'm going to change from system only to be accessible by all to make life easy, and then get to the chart data source. Here you are, and just change it to all also. Right, and then go to these charts. So to go to the chart, let's go here under the sales year today, because we're going to use our magic chart maker, sexy chart maker, to replace all this. So I'm going to just delete the two data source, right, and then we are done. So now we log back into the garden wall. Let's get to proper headquarters. You will notice that you can call up your chart now. Okay, if it's not, then you have to do a row SS update so that the changes you made are updated. You see that it's been taken effect, so let's log back in again to see the effect that we wanted. Here your chart is there. Okay, so you will have your sales year to date without anything on, and let's call up the sales report. Nothing's here, and the magic is about to be in. Call it as your sales year to date. If you put a new name, you create a new chart, and we want to set it to month, and I want to replace this base table with sales order line, because I want to, and the category column is date ordered, which is how you're going to take the time series. The value break is the value comes from the line net amount, but I'm going to give it a break. So I want it to be broken under product, okay, to this field called product ID, because under product table you may have unit of measure, and so you break it according to unit of measure and things like that. So this kind of pretty cool. So let's click OK. That's it. 20 lines is created, and if you don't believe it, you just refresh it. You see 20 lines created, and all according to product, so that when you come to your sales rep and you refresh it, it still says YTD series. We can easily set that. Come here. It's a 3D stack bar. Let me do a refresh again. Here you are. Yeah, because it was cached to the time series, but now it's been updated to a 3D stack bar chart for you automatically. So it was not cached properly. So there you are. You see that it can break according to the 3 months details I entered earlier, and it's given me a breakdown. If you were to mouse over, you can see that you can go straight directly to the record concern. That's the beauty of it. Okay? It's not showing here. We'll do that later. Probably a good bug to solve it, but in theory it's supposed to let you see that. But anyway, the data is easily accessible there. So Rick Bamboo was called in the May. This solo one again can be solved in the code, but basically the proof of concept is there. It's open source. You can access it through my Bitbucket. Let me go to where I've stored. Here's the Bitbucket, where you can see the code, and the whole idea of an open source project is that you go to the code and you're able to check it out and see how it really works. So now let's do the magic side by side. Without leaving your Garden Wall admin, you go to the chart maker, call back to parameter, and you can switch to the parency order model, but this time I want it by business partner. Okay, started. You create new 6 lines, and if you were to refresh, the old ones has been deleted, and there are 6 customers that is detected in your model. And it's intelligent in the sense that if there's any history of customers that do not have records, it will not print, it will not create those data. So you may have to update from time to time. It's no problem, it's very quickly done. And if you come back here, refresh it, you'll see that it's broken according to the customers I've entered. One, March, April, May comes nicely, and you can switch back. Now I've improved it further where you can have you need to do, let me go to, sometimes you need to do things like a where clause, and this where clause, for example, what it does is that it goes to the second table, see order, make sure that it is either completed or a draft record. So if you were to change it to just close document status, nothing will appear. But let's give it a try and make sure that the client is the client that you log in, and that it is a sales order, not a purchase order. So this is how this is handled. Let me switch back to draft or something will happen. You do that with a 6, refresh it. It still comes up because you only have one set of data into your client and they are in draft mode. But if you were to put them as close mode, okay, those previous completed ones, okay, and you were to refresh it, nothing will appear unless you go and let me do that. If you were to close one sales order, let's say you complete this sales order, then only will it appear. Let's do one more to prove the case. Right. So only you have 2 sales order that has been completed. So if you were to go back to the dashboard, you only have that 2 cases been done. But if you want to include everybody, then you just put draft mode. And if you were to remove this, then only the draft mode will appear. So you get the idea that you have a where clause control, and voila, everything will appear. Now I make the improvements in the sense that, let's say you want to break down by product, your joint tables will have no path towards, if I were to do by product and product ID, this will not work because B table does not exist here. The B is M product table, and if I were to introduce the order, then it is possible. And I've made a code change here where you're able to enter any style of location, and then you can go to see country, for example. If you want to have, let's say, C, which is 1, 2, 3. Here is A, B, C, D. You can have D. Country equals to a certain country or region, and it will, the where clause will take effect from this variable break. And the last one should be just where your model and breaker is. And I make the code intelligent that you will look backwards to look for its alias. So your aliasing will be simple. Okay, just count A, B, C, D, put whatever where clause you want. Just remember that this last one is your break, your value break ID, which will break in. So let me just go back here and do this. It still works, and if you go back, you can have a break by product, and the where clause is in effect. Don't believe me? Let's just remove this. See, by product. There you are. You can now just go through my forum to get the understanding, especially for developers. And here you are, you see how fast I could make this. And you see the beauty of iDempier is that you could have magic plugin without stopping at all your main application using the OSGI Felix plugin console to inject. And last but not least, I must give thanks that this is sales rep dashboard and charting model is the contribution of Paul Bolden. Did I put his name here? I didn't put. I will put the credit. I believe I put the credit in here. So you can see that a special thanks to Paul Bolden and Stephen Sackett, the wonderful accounting mind, brilliant mind from Melbourne, Australia, for their contribution. And in the README here, you can copy and paste easily to do your model and then modify accordingly to make your sexy chart work for you. And don't forget to donate to my PayPal at my email redone@redone.org if you like to have more goodies, because this is how I live my passion. Money's not the main reason I do this. I share this because I really believe in this passion. And Sisnova of Bangladesh has been sponsoring me, but the more sponsor I get, the more holidays I can have. So there, have a nice day and be more productive. My next big thing will be a business intelligence tool such as Palo from JDocs, or these rules, the business rules engine, which is really fantastic. Besides finishing off the email processing of the sales CRM, you can refer to more from here. The sales lead CRM is now going. So, have a nice day then. Bye bye from me in Kuang, Malaysia.